set hung up. And I say this is my favorite Kansas farm, but it's also a curse to me. Two of the biggest deer I've ever shot, I've shot on this farm and not found. One ducked to my string and I shot him through the tenderloins. He lived. The other one turned into me right as I shot, hit him in the brisket, like right in the front of the shoulder. He ended up living. Got a trail camera picture of him, so they both lived at least, but were two of my biggest deer that I never didn't get to put my hands on. So this is the first time I've been able to get an interview done, and this stand really isn't set for evening, but we wanted to get in here and get it all set up so that we can hunt it in the morning. But we already had a doe come in. I think we got in here pretty clean. We didn't film anything coming in, didn't film anything on the way here, just because we wanted to get down here. We run a little late. We didn't want to screw up anything coming in. We had to be super quiet. So it's about 10 to 5 right now. Beautiful, beautiful evening. The neighbor is actually picking or cutting the milo just a little ways over here, so nothing's gonna go out that side. So we might be in the chips tonight. Could be really good. We just had those 2 bucks and that doe come through. We actually seen a coyote a little while ago over here. Coyotes are just terrible on this farm. They're just horrible. They have been for several years. And we seen one come through earlier over here. Whitney said, "Here comes another deer." And then she said, "No, it's a coyote." He come right here, perfect. Yeah, I don't know if he stopped to either pee or take a dump or something right here. And I drew back, but there was a tree in the way, so I kind of tried to lean up, sitting down, and shot. But I hit him a little bit high, but it was perfect. It got the top of his lungs and his spine. He just died right there, perfect, didn't run off. Broke my dang arrow, unfortunately. But one coyote down for the year. So that's a good deal. I'm glad I got to do that. It's a real pretty coyote, real pretty coyote. Jackknife. Kills coyotes too. Well, it's December the 13th. We are still at it in Nebraska, trying to get one of these deer killed. We're actually sitting here tonight hoping Longhorn walks by. I actually saw him last night, just down from here a little ways, but this is about the closest I could get to him with the wind today, so hopefully he'll walk by. But you know, we've talked all year about a farm we call the Formosa farm and how it's kind of been a curse. Alex broke that curse in last week's episode, and it was an awesome special hunt for him and I. But this week, I just shot a coyote there, and now we're gonna jump to me and Whitney's hunt there from late November, where I finally broke the curse for myself there and put down an awesome Kansas buck, really old deer, just a huge bodied buck. But we're gonna jump in the stand with me there, go back in time a little bit and see what happens. Well, it is the morning of November the 20th, and we have been at it now every single day since October the 20th. Pretty much morning and night every day. We hunted quite a bit before that in the early season in Nebraska too, but to say I'm starting to get tired is very true, and to say that I'm getting mentally drained is very true. But I still very much have faith that God is going to provide and that we're going to get a big deer down. I keep asking myself why I'm struggling so much, and I can't figure it out. But just gotta keep enjoying being out here and being able to do what I love. But we're in the same stand that Alex shot his deer. I've hunted it several times this year. It's on my favorite Kansas farm. I hunted it several times, and I bring Alex in here once, and he shoots an awesome buck. But I couldn't be more happy for him. It's his biggest buck ever with a bow, and it was just an awesome morning. We haven't got to hunt together very much. We finally did, and got to put a buck down on the ground. So Whitney and I are going to sit here this morning and relax and try not to fall asleep, and hopefully a big one will walk by. We did have a pretty decent young buck walk by us in the dark back here in the moonlight, but we'll see what happens. Well, it's getting a little later in the morning here. I think we might stick it out for just a few more minutes and see. It's really nice and cold this morning. Wait just a second. There's a small buck coming. There's a deer behind it. Can you see what it is, Whit?
I can see the smell.
It's a pretty good buck. I think we're gonna shoot this deer. was jackknifing one. Oh man, it's so cold this morning. Between my adrenaline and me being cold, I'm shaking, man. Oh man. Oh, thank you, Lord. I was just sitting here talking to God, saying, man, what do I need to do, Lord, to get one down this year? And not 5 minutes later, this buck come walking down the draw. I have no idea what deer this is. I have no pictures of him. I have no clue. But all I know is he's a really nice, solid Kansas buck. And with the year we've had, there ain't no way I was gonna pass him up. I made a heck of a shot right here, like 10 yards. And I'm not kidding you when I say that deer was standing within 5 feet of where the deer Alex shot just a few days ago. But I don't know what to expect. I have no idea what this deer is. He looks like a really pretty buck. He's a 5x4 with a split G2 on one side, it looked like when he was coming in. Looked like he had a real good, big, mature body, so regardless of what he is, I'm happy, and I'm gonna have a Kansas tag punched. Thank you, babe, for being here. Man, I gotta quit shaking. I gotta sit down.
I don't think I can climb down yet.
Alright, well, we just got down here. I'm gonna walk right over here, right where I shot him. He was only about 12 to 10 yards away. And I want to show you, like, you can see this big cottonwood tree probably behind me in the footage. The deer that I shot was on this side of it, right there. And the deer that Alex shot was right there. Talk about breaking this farm's curse in style this year. Each shooting a deer out of the same stand with a bow. It's just crazy. But yeah, I was sitting here thinking, this is the first deer I've shot in years that I have no idea what he is, who he is, nothing. You know, we're so wrapped up in a world of hunting with trail cameras and building history with these deer and all this stuff. You rarely get a deer anymore that you don't know. And this deer come in, and he made my heart beat, and I decided I was going to shoot him. I don't care what he is, to be honest. He might score 120, he might score 150, I have no idea. But I'm excited. We're going to go see what he is. Whitney's probably showing you here going along. This is only the second deer I've ever shot with this Wasp jackknife. And it's basically just like the jackhammer, which is my favorite broadhead, but it's 2-blade. That's what I put in this year. It flies so good. Just great broadhead. But I shot that doe with it earlier in the year. Blood trail is awesome, and this blood trail is ridiculous. It's great. So you're looking for a good broadhead? Try the Wasp archery jackknife. Alright, well, we've made it. I don't know, 75, 80 yards. I'm honestly surprised he's made it this far. He threw the arrow at probably 60 yards from the stand, so 20 yards or so behind us. I don't know. He actually hasn't made it as far as I think. I can see the stand right there. But when he threw the arrow, there was about 10 to 15 yards right here where he didn't really bleed very good, but we've got a lot of blood now. Actually, there's a ton of blood on this stick right over here. You need to stop looking at the ground and look up. Look at all this blood. Good gracious. Blood all up. Speaking of looking up, I see a white belly. I am shocked right now. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lord. Look at the neck and body on this deer. I killed Big 9 last year, and it was the biggest, I can't even lift him up, and it was the biggest body deer I'd ever killed. 300-pound plus deer, easy. And my taxidermist, Nick Tice, said it was the biggest deer he's ever mounted. And this deer is as big or bigger.
This deer, oh my gosh. And I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, we really want this show to be honest to everybody. We want to show our faith, but I really didn't know what to expect. I really didn't. I didn't know if I shot a deer I wanted to shoot or not. I had no clue. And now that I see him, look, come up here, Whitney. Look at this deer's neck. I mean, I can't even, my hand don't, I have a big hand, and he's,
I'm cold.
That's just insane. I hope this camera is doing this deer's justice. I've never killed a deer. I seriously think this deer's bigger body than Big 9.
Hard to believe.
Oh my
But
god.
he's huge.
He actually has got a broken 4. I just seen he busted his 4 off, or he would have been a 10. Oh my gosh, thank you for being here with me, Whit.
I'm so glad I got to.
Big old scar on his neck back here. Jeez. Well, if you guys want a blood trail, I'm glad we're on Carbon TV, because some networks might not let you show that. If you want good blood trails and want a broadhead that's going to do some serious damage, Wasp Archery, baby. What a deer. I could not be any happier. What a story. What a year. You know, I prayed so hard that this year would be a year that would be good. And we get all our friends together and just have fun. And this year has been it. It's November the 20th, Sunday morning. And we're right here in God's church. And I can't thank Him enough for a beautiful Kansas whitetail.
Lovely starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child I live in Wonderland. All my dreams are coming true.